Hi everyone, welcome to the Pet Travel Guy. It's Nick at Sky Kennels in the UK. We thought we'd just do a sort of general introduction video to the types of services that we can offer. So essentially we're pet relocation specialists or travel agents for pets. So effectively we help pet owners to relocate around the world with their pets. We can do import and export pretty much from anywhere to anywhere. And although we're based in the UK, we're members of IPATA, which is the International Pet and Animal Transport Association, which is a global network of similar companies, and we work with the very best agents in IPATA to provide door-to-door solutions for our clients. Now, if we look at a general move, ideally we'd like more than a month's notice. It does very much depend on where you're traveling from and to. So if you were going from the UK to North America or Europe, very simple in terms of the veterinary preparation. So we can do that in a few weeks or a month. If you're going somewhere a little bit further afield where the veterinary preparation is a little bit more involved, then some places have veterinary preparation that can take up to 7 months. So the earlier we're involved in the process, the better. Once we have a move booked in and we're all set, we will work with you and your vets to create a veterinary itinerary to outline the veterinary preparation for your pet so that they can travel on the day that you'd like them to. Essentially, the itinerary works back from the day of export, and there may well be a regime of testing and treatments to be done to ensure that you comply with the destination country's requirements. We'll produce that itinerary. We'll tell your vets exactly what products they can use and what products they can't use, because obviously not all products are licensed in all countries. We'll tell them what tests to do and when to do them, so that your pet can travel on the day that we'd like them to. A good starting place, if you like, for traveling with pets is to make sure that they're microchipped and start with a rabies vaccine. Pretty much essential for travel to most countries these days, so a very good starting point. We'll work with you in terms of getting permits, import permits, transit permits. We'll make sure that the health certificates are in place and that they get the correct endorsement from the country of origin and that they comply wholly with the country of destination. We can book quarantine for you. In terms of the logistics of the move, we'll handle the collection of your pet and the delivery at the far end. We'll provide a Sky Kennel. Now, we have separate videos on how to measure a pet to ensure that you get the correct size of Sky Kennel. And we also have a video giving you some guidance as to how to train your pet, get them used to being in and out of the Sky Kennel so that it's not a traumatic experience on the day of travel. Now, the size of Sky Kennel is important because the price of your move will be built around the volume of the kennel that your pet travels in. So the bigger the pet, the bigger the kennel, the more it's going to cost, unfortunately. There are very strict regulations, the live animal regulations, which mandate that your pet has to be able to lie down, stand up, turn around and sit down unhindered. So they can't be too small, they've got to have enough room to be comfortable. You don't want the kennel too big because that's not ideal for your pet either, but the airlines will happily charge you for the fresh air. So please look at those videos in terms of sizing and training your pet on the Sky Kennel. We can arrange boarding, pre-departure and post-arrival. So if you've travelled somewhere and you're in temporary accommodation that isn't pet friendly, we can arrange boarding until you're in your accommodation where your pet can join you. We can arrange obviously the flights to your destination, and wherever possible we'll use a direct flight. Sometimes we have to go via somewhere, and that can be dependent on the route, dependent on the airline, and sometimes dependent on the breed of pet. But we can talk you through all of that. We're also putting additional videos on the site dealing with specific countries and what the preparation is for each of those countries, so please look out for those. So generally for a move, we'll collect your pet the day before. We'll bring them into our kennels. They'll see our vets for the health certificate. Our vets can do any final assessments, health checks, parasite treatments, complete the health certificates, make sure the correct endorsement is done and that the health certificates are then sent off to the correct authorities. Your pets will board with us overnight. This allows us to manage their sleep, their exercise and their food intake, and indeed any medication should they need it. So that on the day of travel, we can just take them across the airport, very short journey, very relaxed, stress-free, really nice experience, and we'll get them on the way. We take photographs throughout, we'll send you updates, let you know how they're doing at each stage. When they're in the air, we'll send you a tracker so that you can track their flight. You may well be on the same flight, you may not be. If you're not, then I'd certainly like to track my pet if my pet were traveling independent of me. We can do as much or as little as you like. We can do the full door-to-door experience, or we can just assist with a Sky Kennel, the flight, maybe the import permit, quarantine. Whatever that you need us to do, we can assist with. Every move is unique, as is every pet. So please give us a call today and we can work up a travel plan for your pet. Thanks for watching.